Hey there, so we got Hurricane Dorian going on today. This is us up here with the blue. We're just out of reach. So yeah, let's take you guys along today. It should be interesting. So it's Thursday morning, it's a little before 9 o'clock, and I kind of expected the rain to be already been started. And we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, as many of you guys know, and we do get hurricanes here, but we are 2 to 2.5 hour drive from the coast, and so it's usually a lot less severe by the time it gets here. Now, we got 2 decent storms last year between Florence and Michael, and I don't remember being a ton of wind, but there was so much rain that I basically lost all my crops twice. And so anytime that a storm like this rolls through, especially if you're closer to the coast, it's very nerve-wracking as a homeowner and also as a farmer. There can be a lot of damage, and you have to make sure you have the health and welfare of your animals and all that stuff sorted. And so I was doing some prep yesterday and feeling okay about it. I'm not super concerned about it being really bad here, but it is Thursday, which is usually my harvest day, so I did all of my field harvesting yesterday and washed and packed that and ready to go for tomorrow's delivery. So today I have to plant a few microgreens and I have to harvest my microgreens, and then I should be good to just hang out for the day and just manage things, what's going on. Doesn't look so bad so far, but we could get some gusty winds later, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of rain. Definitely feels like the calm before the storm right now. And you're probably wondering, if you've been following along, why I'm planting microgreens on Thursday, but I plant my radish on Thursday because it's really a 7-day crop. So yeah, I usually plant these on Thursday, but I often do it after I do all my harvesting, but I know it's gonna rain, so once I get this done, I can just be inside. Got that radish planted. I only had to do a couple trays, but I think as of now I'm good with all my outside work, so I can just do the rest of the stuff inside. I do all my harvesting in my garage where the microgreens are, and that's where my washing station is as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go put these inside, go make some coffee, and then we'll harvest some of the microgreens. Gonna do some harvesting of microgreens now for my weekly orders, and if you haven't noticed, I've been doing a little bit more content about microgreens. That's because it's becoming a bigger part of my business, and I might do a Q&A about microgreens next week. I'll keep you guys posted. And I got 12 trays of peas to do right here, and these are gonna be for my restaurant, so yeah, let's do that. Couple things I want to point out. What you just saw was that when I'm harvesting a lot of the same crop, I just like to harvest all the trays into a tote and then weigh them out. It's just a lot more efficient that way than trying to weigh them as I go. At least I found it that way. The other thing is I always like to keep a bucket around, and that way if I have any waste or any bits of seed or anything that I want to toss, I just throw it in the bucket rather than on the floor or something like that, and then I can just take this right out to the chickens and they can eat all that extra stuff. So I got some radish to do here. I gotta do my sunflowers, a couple other things. After I finish doing all this harvesting, what I'm gonna do is uncover the stacked trays that I started earlier in the week, and those will be for next week. All right, on to sunflowers. Just been getting great yields off these guys. It's interesting, it really hasn't started raining yet here, and I'm just, I'm not complaining about it, but, I always think about when I see storms like this, or, when I used to live up north and we get big snowstorms, you just think, man, imagine back in the day before we had any sort of, weather forecasting, you just had no idea this was coming. That kind of stuff just, I don't know, blows my mind. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. I guess these are the things I'm thinking about while I'm sitting here cutting microgreens. So as I mentioned, I'm definitely increasing my microgreens production and focus on the farm here for a few reasons. And I'll probably make another video about that. I'm changing a few strategies here on the farm, but one thing is that I got another rack, some more shelves, and I'm actually gonna upgrade my lights. So I will be, once I get that all sorted out, I will make a video about that and show you all about that, because I'm really excited to not only increase my capacity, but also my efficiency. I think those are both important things. All right, just giving you guys a weather update. It's around 1 o'clock. A weather person here, meteorologist out, like, I'm gonna do the forecast outside. But anyways, yeah, just starting to rain. I think we're just right at the top of the storm, and hopefully it'll just kind of skirt by us and we don't get it too bad. But, you know, we'll see. And hopefully you guys like that little time lapse. You guys can kind of see how my workflow a little bit in that I love multitasking. So, like, while I was washing and spinning the sunflower seeds, I was uncovering some of the other trays and watering them. And, you know, I'll do a whole nother episode about washing microgreens, because I know I've had a lot of questions about that. But you can just sort of see my workflow there, and I got all that sorted out for tomorrow. Now I just gotta do my invoicing and, you know, do some other stuff for the rest of the day. But yeah, just want to give you an update on the weather. Fingers crossed, this storm just kind of rolls by and doesn't hit us too bad. I know there's a lot of people out there who are getting hit pretty hard. All right, a weather update. It's probably about 5:30 right now. Hurricane's just definitely starting to roll in. We've gotten some decently heavy rain the last hour or two, but it really hasn't been that windy yet, and I expect a good amount of rain the next couple hours, but we'll check back in a little bit. So it's about 7:30 right now, raining really lightly. We've had some rain on and off, but nothing too crazy. Not really even that windy, maybe a little bit breezy, but yeah, not been a big deal at all. Not disappointed at all. This is awesome. This will be my last update for the evening, but I'll probably do a short update in the morning just to see if there's any damage or how things went overnight. All right, it's Friday morning. The storm blew over last night. We got some rain overnight and a little bit of wind, but it's a little bit breezy right now, a little bit cooler, which actually feels pretty good. But overall, we got really lucky. I don't see any erosion issues or down limbs, things like that. Have some landscape fiber that came off in one place, but no big deal at all. I just feel really lucky after the storms we got last year and all the damage that we incurred from that. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there that did have a lot of damage from the storm, and I hope everyone's doing okay out there and the recovery isn't too bad. And yeah, I was hoping it could be a little bit more of an exciting vlog for you guys, but it's actually a good thing that it was such a light storm for us. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the next couple weeks, just to let you guys know about. I have a Cooking with Chefs episode, a couple more parts of the interview with Jeff Bender, do some more microgreen stuff. Maybe I'll do that live session, and we'll keep you guys posted about that. But hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.